This can't be good. Has anyone seen Dave? What? He's in the back room. What's he doing there?
Can't review. Tom will get me. Can't review. Tom will get me. Can't review. Tom will get me. Can't review. Tom will get me.
There you are. What are you doing on the floor?
Can't review. Tom will get me.
No, come on, get up. You gotta review F.E.A.R 3.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, the game's called F.E.A.R. It's gonna be scary. The first level scared the pants off me.
Is that why you're not wearing any pants?
Yes?
But Dave, F.E.A.R 3 is co-op. We can go at it together.
Together? Well, that changes everything. Let's go!
First, you gotta put on some pants.
Yeah. That's right, F.E.A.R 3 has added co-op to its campaign this time around, which does make it a bit less scary, but it also makes it a whole lot more fun.
And since you get to play two different characters, each with their own abilities, the gameplay changes up significantly with each playthrough.
Now, F.E.A.R has never been a series that boasted the best graphics, and this one is no different. The enemies are a bit plain, and the textures are fairly simple. That being said, they are able to do quite a bit with what they have. The environments are interesting. In parts you'll travel through a bombed out suburb, and others you'll visit a city where it's being torn apart by Alma's power. And some of the effects are pretty spooky too.
The weapons are pretty cool too. I mean, there really aren't any bad weapons in the game. Even the weapons you start with are satisfying to fire. The only downside is that even though the weapons are good, there just isn't that many.
The game controls smoothly as well, unless you're me, since I tend to activate bullet time with every time I try to switch weapons. But other than that, whether you're vaulting over cars or performing a slide kick into an enemy, it just works.
The only complaint I have about the controls is with Paxton's possession ability, since every body you possess is facing a different direction, forcing you to take a moment to gather your bearings before attacking.
The story of the game is okay, and I like the interaction between brothers, although if you haven't played the other two, you'll have no idea what's going on. At the end of the campaign, I did feel like it was a little too short with only 8 chapters. Just a couple more intervals would have been better.
But once the campaign's done, you have 4 multiplayer modes, each unique to the game. So it's out with traditional things like Deathmatch and Capture the Flag, and in with Soul Survivor and F.E.A.R Run.
And they are completely original and freaking awesome. In Soul Survivor, you start out as a team of 4 friends. Then things get much less friendly. Alma chooses one player to become a Spectre, and then all hell breaks loose. Enemy soldiers swarm in while you hold them up with very limited ammo. And to make matters worse, your recently deceased friend will now possess the bodies of enemy soldiers and come at you with everything they've got, in attempts to possess you and convert the rest of your team over to their side. The goal is simple: be the last man standing and escape.
We first got to play F.E.A.R Run a few months ago at PAX East, and it was actually one of the highlights of our weekend. It's much more team-based than the other modes. If one of your friends falls behind, you all die, because you aren't just fighting enemies, you're also running from the Wall of Death, which is a massive cloud of smoky, screaming ghost faces that stay close on your heels as you progress through the level. And there's nothing scarier than getting a look at this thing as it bears down on you while you help a friend get up.
Now, one side point I'd like to make is that the game menu does censor the title of this mode by covering up the U and the C with asterisks. However, if you read that, it doesn't say F.E.A.R Run. It says F.King Run, which really isn't the same thing, and as a result, it causes me to run through the level yelling, "I am the F.King!"
Yes, and it does get old.
In the end, F.E.A.R 3 is an unexpectedly cool game. It's innovative and has a fair amount of replay value. The only downside is that it lacks variety. There's not enough weaponry to choose from, and each multiplayer mode only has 3 maps to play in.
And since each mode only allows a max of 4 players, it feels like it's missing something. But that's probably the Call of Duty fan in me that's talking.
So with all that considered, we're giving it an 8.
See, it wasn't that bad. It's not so scary when we get to play together, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, jeez, I take it back, I take it back!
It is scary, it is scary!
What? Hold me.